A former Houston police officer is now on trial for the death of a man who he crashed into almost 2 years ago.
Officer Matthew Valdez was headed to a weapons disturbance call when he slammed into 71-year-old Walter Cooper's car, killing him on impact. There's the video. Valdez is charged with criminal negligent homicide, and his trial started today. ABC 13's Micah Hatfield was in the courtroom today and joins us live with the very latest. Micah?
Eric and Erica, there were so many people inside of the courtroom today. It was packed with people from both sides. Both the prosecutors and the defense agreed that former Houston police officer Matthew Valdez was speeding that day. They agreed that Houston police officers are allowed to speed on their way to calls, but the prosecutor pointed out that they're only allowed to do it if it doesn't endanger the lives of others.
We are just really hoping that justice prevails, in our favor, and that, we get some type of closure, because right now it's not there.
On November 21st, 2020, the paths of now former Houston police officer Matthew Valdez and 71-year-old Walter Cooper crossed and ended in devastation. That brought us here in the courtroom today for trial. That afternoon in 2020, Valdez and his partner were responding to a 911 call headed down Lay Road in Northeast Houston. Because of the classification of the call, he didn't have his lights or sirens on. Surveillance video shows Cooper at the stop sign on Darien Road. One officer passes by, then Cooper attempted to cross the road but was slammed into by Valdez, sending his car flying.
A lot of things are being missed because of something that could have been avoided.
Attorneys say that day Valdez was going 90 miles per hour. The speed limit was 35. Cooper's adult children believe the officer, who's charged with criminal negligent homicide, acted irresponsibly and left them mourning the loss of their father.
You always have to have that sense that something can happen if I'm not just a little bit more careful that day, or if my mind was on one thing and not where it was supposed to be. I could potentially harm someone's life.
Defense attorneys believe it was Cooper's fault. Court records show he had almost 3 times the legal limit of alcohol in his system at the time of the crash.
It still doesn't dismiss the fact that somebody was irresponsible on that particular day. It still doesn't negate the fact that, the officer was flying 90 miles an hour in a 35 mile an hour speed zone.
We weren't able to speak to anyone from Valdez's side. We don't know exactly how long this trial is going to last, but family members of Walter Cooper tell me they've been told to take off of work all week.
All right, now, Micah, as we know, that's not the only case of local officers hitting and killing innocent people that we've documented. Just in the past month, we've reported on 2 different officers who had charges against them dropped. So how are those cases any different?
Well, in July, a grand jury chose not to charge Houston police officer Orlando Hernandez for criminally negligent homicide. He last December hit Michael Wayne Jackson, who was walking along the sidewalk in Sunnyside. The officer was on his way to help other officers after a chase, so he wasn't charged. And that same grand jury decided not to charge Harris County Deputy Dontre Thomas. Back in January, he was chasing a suspect when he crashed into a car, killing a young mother, Autry Davis. Her 3-year-old son, Kyle, was severely injured, and he was fired from the sheriff's department. Why they chose not to charge those 2 officers and to charge this one, we'll never know. Grand jury proceedings are kept confidential, but I do know that Cooper's family is aware of those cases, and they told me today they hope that this case sets a precedence for other officers and lets them know that there will be accountability in these cases. Live at the Harris County Courthouse, Micah Hatfield, ABC 13 Eyewitness News.